welcome, man. Here we go. My PT. Got my parts over here, guys. Let's go over some things. All right. Typical timing belt job. When you go inside this cover, you want to get everything in there so you will not likely have to go back in ever again. Okay, so let's start off with the timing belt. Yes. During the timing belt, because the water pump rides on the thermostat, I always recommend a water pump. Oh, O-ring is in there. All right. I thought I was gonna have to go get an O-ring. Water pump. Inside that timing cover will be what is known as a tensioner. Okay, this is we no longer use that hydraulic tensioner as the older model PTs used to use. They've been converted to this, guys. So try to get one of these because the pulleys, the bearings inside this pulley tend to fail. Also inside that cover would be what we call a timing belt idler pulley. I've seen these fail, guys. The bearing will get shot, it will be noisy, and it could potentially cause catastrophic failure. So if you're in there, why not just go ahead and get one? All right, so that's the idler, guys. Now, like I say, these are nothing really spectacular about it, but because it's a turbo, I will have to drop the axle, guys. I'm not gonna fight with it. I'm in no mood to fight with jacking this thing up. I'm no fan of turbos. Look at that mount. Yes. Oh, speaking of mounts, we didn't go over the mounts, did we? All right. I'm doing all three engine supports. They technically call engine supports. Now there's a total of 4, but the transmission mount hardly ever gets anywhere. So this is the one you should definitely do if you're doing timing belt or timing water pump, things like that. All right, and this is Mopar. So now look at this. I can tell this little thing is not, and it doesn't matter, guys. It's all about the bushings when it comes to engine supports. This is a nice, good, tough Mopar one. Should last the remaining life of the car. But this is the main one. I always do this when you do it, because you can always do these later. You do not have to go. You have to go partially disable the timing system, at least the cover, to get to this. I've been known to fight and squeeze it through there without taking the timing off, but I don't want to do that, so I would soon do it now, and I'm sure it needs it. All right, so y'all see all of this now. Like I was saying earlier, guys, I'm gonna drop the axle, remove the axle on this side, make it easier to get up. This little rectangle seal always leak. I'm gonna replace that, but guys, I got a lot of work to do. All right, so y'all stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. I will be right back. Alrighty, guys. Now, with that out the way, I can now go up and down. Also, guys, keep in mind, I find myself removing this axle even to replace the alternator. Okay, I don't know how you other guys are doing it. Guys, there's a right way, but there's no, you got to do whichever way works for you. I'm going to get some criticism because I took that out to make my timing belt job a little easier. So you're never going to please everybody, so don't try to. And I'm not sure how you guys taking the alternator out without removing the axle. If you plan on coming out the bottom, I don't know, maybe they're coming out the top, but do what works for you and makes your life easier, because this is hard already. So you might as well make your job a little easier. I don't want to jack this up, bend stuff. The axle's saying they're clinging for life. So I got it out of my way. Now, pulley. Guys, I got a video out showing how to remove this. You know, the 3-jaw pulley, your jaws tend to try to open up. Watch this video right here where I explain how to not let that happen. All right, so let me get to work. I got some more work to do. Stay tuned. All right, guys, this is the JT way. It's the only way I can. I mean, this is a real, it's not like this is a cheap 3-jaw puller. It's just that, I mean, they make the kind with to have the magnets that go behind here that will try to keep the lip on the pulley, but I can't find a way to. Now, I know there are some other creative guys out there, but see, look at this. This is not, it's not like this is a cheap one. This lip just always, or this lip always find a way to come off of there, even if you compress it up against it, you know, in the beginning. So I'm sure I can find a nice, good, pretty tight rubber band, but a rubber band will stretch. The wire will stretch, but if you got it looped so many times, only so much it's gonna stretch. But it's just a creative way I figured out how to get this stupid thing off, man, or this pulley off, you know, without spending a lot of money on. I got it off. That was the goal. All right, let's continue. All right, guys. One more thing I want to talk about. A lot of discrepancy going on as far as this car goes. A lot of people do not remove the AC lines. I do not see how you guys. Now, I got to be careful how I say this because I might be coming off as sounding a little biased. All right, a lot of people do not remove this line to get to the timing belt. I have to, and besides, it's so freaking easy. That's why I say I have to watch how I say that, because number one, you're supposed to use an approved container. This is a AC machine. I can reclaim the fluid out of here. Now I can bust open these lines. If you're doing this at home, you may not have access to the machine or a way to put Freon back in your car. I have the luxury of both, to reclaim, pull the Freon out, and put the Freon back in. So I'll be careful how I say that. But yes, I take these off, get them out of my way. That way I can work. All right, just want to notate that, bring that up. I don't understand. Well, I don't see how people do it, but I can't do it that way. So let me get to work, guys. I got a lot more work to do. Stay tuned. Ooh, righty, guys. Frustration has kicked in. I've had enough for the day. The turbo. Oh, I haven't done one of these in a minute. Look how tight. I've heard horror stories of customers not being able to get their PT worked on because mechanics turning them down. Oh no, I refuse to work on one of those. I can understand that from a turbo point of view. I mean, it's the same PT, it's just had an additional turbo, but everything is so tight, guys. This not your typical fan, so it's hard to get the radiator assembly back so you can clear. You know, the pump got to be moved. And look how close I am right here. So you can't jack this up high enough the way you could on a regular one to get this out. So I am completely frustrated. It's 5 o'clock. I'm going home. I'm going to try this again tomorrow. And y'all know I'm not leaving this video open, so I'm going to upload what I got now. And when I complete it tomorrow, I'll upload part 2, the completion. That way, there wasn't going to be a part 2, but since there is, I'm going to show y'all a couple of hack tricks I have in store. I don't know, man. This car is just playing with my nerves for it's just tight. Like, nothing, like, okay. I still love the PT. In fact, they call me PT. No, they call me JT Cruiser, right? That's how well I know everything, in and out of everything about this car, guys. So I'm not going to, in fact, there's nothing to dog out. It served its time, okay? It had a nice 8-year run. How many car makes, how many car models you know have a 8-year run? Besides the Dodge Caravan, Grand Caravan. That thing had a 20-year run. Well, I'm talking about the same body style is what I'm talking about. The PT had the same body from 01 to 2010. Yeah, 2012 in some models, in some markets, but so it had a nice little run. It's almost 20 years. In fact, it's over 20 years. Came out in 01. We are now at 2021. Yes, this is a 20-year-old car. Technically, this is an antique. This is an 04 model, but I'm talking about the PT in general came out in 01. Guys, that was 20 years ago. All right. Again, I'm frustrated. So y'all can see I haven't got nothing on. All you see is the axle out. I will do all this tomorrow. So y'all stay tuned, man. Don't go anywhere. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Enjoy part 1, I guess. Thanks for watching.